tonight. She is Grandpa Naef's sister, Jake Naef's sister. And how old are you, Flora?
87.
87?
Will be.
Tell her
We'll be pretty
none of her
soon.
business.
Well, she's proud of it. I don't think she looks 87 at all, do you?
Nope.
I wanted you to tell some stories about Grandma and your mom and Dad. Can you think? Well, I remember you told me how Grandpa was a big tease to your mom.
Oh yeah, your grandpa, Jake.
Jake.
Oh yeah, he was the world's worst tease.
No.
He teased my kids till it was just terrible. He used to pile them up on the table one by one, on top of each other.
Oh, my grandpa.
And they always remember him because they always say now how he used to rub his whiskers on their faces.
Yeah, he must have had a soft whiskers.
Oh, and Rhoda was so scared of cats, and he used to throw the cats at her. Oh, he was a bugger.
And you said about your mom, you used to tease your mom to
Oh yeah,
tears.
she was chasing him out of the house with the broom. She used to sew a lot, and he used to come up to her, you know, and
Oh,
tickle her under the chin.
He
you
goes,
know.
la, 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 la.
Yeah, he was terrible. But that runs in that Naef family.
They're all
I had a
terrible.
cousin, Jake. I had a cousin, Jake,
Uh-huh.
that was just like him.
must go with the name.
Jake Anderson, his name was.
I don't know
He
him.
was, oh no, you don't know him. He's dead now, but he was as old as Jake, my brother Jake. And between the two of them, they drove you crazy. And then on my father's side, his aunt was a tease.
Which one was that?
Catherine Haven.
You know that name?
Catherine Haven. And we always called her Grandma Haven. And she was a tease. Oh, she used to tease us kids, you know.
Well,
We
fun.
just loved her, but she was a tease.
Uh-huh.
So you see, that's where the teasing comes from. See, it's
Oh, we have a question to ask her. Did you go to the temple with your mom and dad
Mm-hmm.
and were sealed to them?
Mm-hmm.
So you went in on that same day
Yeah,
with them.
we went
But
to,
some of you didn't go because they were married, right? Like Grandpa didn't go. Grandpa Jake didn't go with you.
oh no,
'cause he was
none
married.
of the, only Bernice.
You and
Me and Bernice.
And Vera.
And
Vera
no,
went, didn't she?
did Vera go?
Yeah, because they were little
She's on
kids.
there. They were kids.
They were little children at the
It
time.
was 1920 when you went and had your endowments and sealed to your mom and dad.
I can't remember Vera going. I only.
She was only about 3 or 4 years old.
Well, Vera is 78 now.
No, I mean when you went to be sealed to your mom and dad.
Well, I know, but let's see.
Wasn't she about, do you remember her being about 3 or 4 years old?
I don't remember her. I guess she did, but I can't remember.
Well, if she's 78 now, and it was
She
in
went to be
1920, she was, well, she would be. 1920 was 65 years ago. She would have been more than
This is
3 years
Vera.
old.
Well,
And she was sealed
I'm just
on
saying.
that day.
Mm-hmm.
And so was Leroy. Was he with you?
I don't remember them at all.
And you? And Raymond?
No.
Raymond wasn't with you?
Oh,
he was
no.
dead.
Oh, he was dead.
Ray? Oh,
No, one of them was dead, wasn't he?
Fred.
Yeah, 1903, Raymond. Oh, Frederick. Yeah, it's
Fred.
Frederick, not
Not
Raymond.
Ray. Ray's older than I am.
Yeah, Ray wasn't there.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
Frederick. Frederick was sealed, but he wasn't with you because he was
Uh-huh.
passed away.
I don't remember Roy or Vera being. I guess it was, but it's been so long. I
Yeah.
can't remember. But I know I had Bernice with me. She was just
Oh, did you?
a little. She
So
was
you
like-
had her sealed to
She was
you?
only about 2. Let's see, she was 2 years old when her dad died, and this, well, we went in, he died in January, and we went in August. So
Mhm.
Bernice
Yeah,
was,
September.
Bernice was only 2 or 3.
Well, we were noticing that our grandpa hadn't been sealed to his
To your mom
parents,
and dad.
to your mom and dad, so we were gonna do that.
Oh,
See if we couldn't get that.
did you have the Heading Jake sealed?
Yeah, they're sealed.
Yeah, they're
Or did
sealed.
Vera? Vera did, didn't
I
she?
think
Audrey
had it
did.
done.
I think Audrey did it.
Audrey or Vera?
One
Yeah.
of them.
I think Audrey did it.
But you, let's see, Anna Marie Vossler is your mother, right?
Uh-huh.
And she says, and you said that something about her dad left the family.
Well, I remember my mother saying that. You know, I was just a kid though when she said that.
So you're not sure?
You know, and that's all I remember her ever saying about her parents.
But he laughed.
But there were, she said she thought there was 11 children.
Did she ever say why she came to America?
Because my grandmother, they had a big family. See, they had a big family, and my grandma took her.
The
Her
Hunzakers?
aunt.
Her aunt.
Her aunt took her to this country
The Hunzakers.
because she was named after her, and she took her.
Oh,
She was, I don't know, about 17 years old.
Yeah. That's good.
Uh,
But she left everybody else behind.
So I don't know nothing about her family. And of course, my father's family all came to this country. They all came, his family. But my mother's,
Yeah, that's
I
good.
don't know nothing about my mother's side of the family.
But you know
nothing.
about Grandpa's side of the family. They were all there.
Oh yeah, just my uncle, his brother. And then his sister that died, that's this Jake I was telling you that was a,
Well, did you know your grandma Barbara Wagner? Grandma Maria Barbara? That was
Naef.
Maria Barbara Naef?
no,
You didn't know her?
I just barely knew my grandpa Naef,
Oh,
my father's father.
did they die young or something?
Well,
While you
No,
were-
my grandfather lived, I was about 5 years old when he died.
Oh, yeah, she died before you were even born.
Yeah, she died. I didn't know her, Grandma Naef. I didn't know her.
Any
Well,
other
you've got,
questions?
you've got it all in, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got most of it in there. We found
got
it up in the
Vera.
genealogy library.
Vera had put near all of it.
She did a lot of work.
She did, she sent over to Germany several times to
Mhm.
get word, you know.
Mhm.
But she didn't get much, but I don't know what's happened to it. Nancy said, that's her daughter,
Mhm.
said when they finished it, she'd send me the, copy of it.
So Nancy has it?
So I don't know, I'll have to ask Nancy. Nancy is working for a eye doctor,
Oh, does she?
and I'm going down there and get my glasses when Maxine's went on her vacation. And when she comes back, we're going to get my glasses.
When are you coming to California?
On the 5th of October, that is if Tommy don't change his mind, I'm going with him.
Oh, are you?
He's going down there and get a job.
Oh,
He said last winter was,
so you're gonna live with Bernice then?
last winter was too much, he said, for him. He wasn't going
cold.
to stay here.
Yeah.
Well, he has that job, that he's out in it all the time. What's she doing over there?
She's just putting you on film. No, nobody can, you can't say that you didn't say it now.
Oh, are you taking all that down?
I want you to tell me.
Well, there's nobody to say that it's not true.
That's true.
Right, remember now.
Your word will go. That's it.
Nobody can say.
That's right.
I want you to tell me your favorite story about your mom and dad.
Think of one and then tell
My
me.
mother
When you
and
were a little girl.
Well, there's one thing I can say, but I don't want to say it.
I'll
My
say
dad drank,
Oh, did he?
and I was scared of him. That's all I can tell you.
I didn't know that, did he?
Mm-mm.
I was scared to death of him.
How about your mom?
Well, she was a good person. Very good mother.
Mhm.
And, oh, I can't say she worked hard. She was a seamstress, you know, she sewed all the time. And I can't say much about it, you know.
We were looking for who was buried last night. Was it Hunsaker's or was it? When your family went to Eureka, moved to Eureka from, you were born in Mount Pleasant, right?
Mhm.
When you moved to Eureka, did the Hunsakers move to Eureka too?
Oh, no, my grandmother was left, see. She stayed in Mount Pleasant until she died.
Are they buried in Mount Pleasant?
Oh, yes, all
That's
of
what I
them.
thought. 'Cause
Rudolph too?
All of them are in Mount
I
Pleasant.
told Patty if she went down there to the cemetery, she'd find all of their graves down
They're
there.
all there but Vera, see, and she's buried with her husband out here somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
out here in Holiday somewhere.
I know there's a lot of them. I know Grandpa and Grandma are buried
Let's see,
there.
Grandma and Grandpa,
And my grandma and grandpa are buried there, Jake and
Oh, yes,
Betty.
yeah, they're buried
Yeah.
there.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And,
And Roy is buried in Ogden.
Mills are buried there too, grandma and grandpa Mills are buried there
Oh, they're
too.
all buried in
Yeah.
Ogden.
Mhm.
Didn't you say that the Millses were real active in the church?
Oh, yes.
There was good news.
Grandpa Mills and Grandma Mills were very active. Hetty wasn't, Deanie wasn't, Lauren wasn't, Hazel, none of them were.
Mhm.
Except for the
I don't know about
grandma.
Ethel now. Do you know much about Ethel?
Oh
think
yeah,
she's
Ethel's
active.
over there. She's,
Is she active now?
well, I
She used
haven't
to
seen
be.
her for a couple years. As long as she was healthy, she would go to church, I know that, so it
See,
depends on her
she lives
health.
down by, Audrey,
Beatrice.
Beatrice,
Yeah.
yeah.
She lives around the corner from Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Hmm. And I haven't seen Ethel for
I haven't seen her either.
quite a few years, but when, I used to go to church with her when I'd stay up here at Beatrice.
Well,
I'd
I
go to
imagine,
church with
I
Ethel.
think she was the only one. I don't know about Lauren, if he was or not.
I wonder if Moyle was.
Or I don't know about Moyle.
I don't either.
But Hazel wasn't, and Deanie wasn't, and Hetty wasn't. Hetty wanted to be, but
But
I
Jake wasn't.
didn't, she didn't have much of a chance. She lived out there in the coal mines where there wasn't no church. She didn't. I think she would have, Hetty would have,
Probably.
Well,
She
she'd
got
be proud of
baptized.
Daddy.
Yeah, she was.
She'd be proud of her son Daddy.
yeah.
Her
But
son
Jake,
Daddy.
see, none of my family were.
Yeah,
I'm the only one.
you're the only one, right?
And Vera.
And Vera.
Vera.
Right.
Roy, nor Rhoda, nor Jake, nor Joe, nor Ray, none of them,
Mm-hmm.
none of them.
But were your parents?
Yeah,
Your parents
see,
were.
my father drank quite a bit until he was about 50 years old, and then he joined the church.
Oh,
He
did he?
quit drinking, quit smoking, and just joined the church, and was just fine
Oh,
after that.
That's the way it happens.
Yeah, that's what it
seems to be a Naef thing to do. That's what our daddy did. Of course, he wasn't 50.
He was
40
pretty
something.
close. 40,
He was
46. Yeah, he just turned 46 when we came back to the church. When he came back to the church.
45.
So you've got the whole Naef history.
Well,
We're working on it.
back to your mom and dad, and I mean back to your
We got
grandparents.
way back.
Naefs.
Sure.
Well, now, I don't understand that. Now, why? Why do you have to have that? Huh?
I like it. I like to know.
I don't understand that, where you have to go way back and get that.
Well, you really don't have to go way back, but if you want to have them baptized,
Now,
then you have to do that.
Vera was terrible on that. She would have went to, I don't know where to
It's
get
a
it.
great lengths, huh?
So
I
here's.
can't see very good.
Can't you?
No, not with these.
This is your. No, here. This is your mom and dad here. Oh, no, this one here. This is your mother and father, Jacob Naef and Anna Maria Foster. And this is your grandparents. And then we go from your grandparents, the Wagners.
Yeah.
The Naefs, the one you didn't know, the one that died before you were born. Jacob Naef, Daniel Naef, Tom, clear out.
What's this, Jacob?
Jacob Johann.
Is that my father's father?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was gonna say, because my father wasn't born in February.
No, this is your father.
That's your
This
great-
is your grandpa.
Your grandfather.
And then
your
Daniel Naef is your
great-grandfather.
great-grandpa. And then another Daniel Naef is your
Oh, my
great-great-grandpa.
heavens.
And another Daniel Naef.
Is your third great-grandfather.
And then a Johannes Naef.
Fourth would be fourth great-grandfather.
And then a Matthias Naef.
Matthias.
Matthias
What
Naef.
some funny names.
Ophrion.
Ophrion.
And then another Matthias, and that's as far as we go on the Naefs.
Well, that's quite far, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You've sure done wonderful.
Thank you. Vera did most of it, didn't she?
No, not the Naefs.
Oh, that's right, it was Carter. Huh?
I'm gonna ask Nancy
Some-
if she's got it, if she's got
Different
the
people work.
records of,
But that's all from Switzerland.
Yeah, do that.
she may have the Millen, her father's side,
Yeah.
because they all live right here in this country, but on the next side,
When you
pretty,
get into Switzerland.
is, pretty hard to get.
Well, there
We need
was
to
a
get that one.
genealogist that did the research in Switzerland for somebody, and I don't remember who the name was. It's on the group sheets in
To
there,
get
but
that.
I don't, there was a lot of information. They're all from one area in Switzerland, I think it's called Kirchberg.
Kirchberg.
And they all stayed right there in that area, so you just go through church records that are back there and find out when they were born and when they were married and things like that. So it's really not that difficult if you just find somebody who can speak the language.
Yes.
Read it.
That's the big thing right there, but I always thought it was neat to be from
Oh, it's
Switzerland.
fun, it's fun. I got so far and then I quit.
Yeah. It's a lot of
I
work.
tried to get the Frances, but I couldn't get them at all.
The who? Well, the Franks.
My husband, or the Anderson, that my first husband. I don't know whether whether they did anything or not. I don't think they did. I know they went through the temple and that.
Oh, there's a
And
lot
she
of
was
Andersons,
and
I'm
she
sure.
was a good Mormon. He wasn't, but she was. And but I don't know how much they did.
Have you been sealed to either one of your husbands?
First,
Your first one?
no, my second husband was a Mormon.
Wasn't he?
No, none of the family was. They were baptized. That's what he said. They were baptized,
But that was it.
but that was it.
Sounds like our family. Grandpa was baptized, but that was it. And all of his children were baptized, but that was it. So the only one that's active besides Daddy is Audrey. The only one that goes to church.
She's still in Eureka.
And Audrey will never leave you.
They never leave Eureka. Isn't that nice that there's one of the family that stayed there? Because we were all there, almost all of us were
Well,
there.
if Earl would still be alive,
He
he'd
would still be there. And
His daughter's there. Jude, at least last time I heard Judy. Do you know Judy?
is she in Eureka?
Last time I heard she was. Now, she may have moved, but she was in Eureka for a long time. They were in California and then they moved back to Eureka.
Oh, well, Eureka's a place where, you could live forever. I raised all my children in Eureka and I've never been sorry.
I know Pug, Leland, Audrey's husband, he's had trouble, working down there. So he
Well,
comes up here and there.
nowadays, I guess the mines, aren't what
They're
they used to
closed.
be.
I think there's only one open now.
You see, at one time, there was 20-some mines in Eureka.
That's right.
When I moved to Eureka in 1917,
Mm-hmm.
and there was, you can't count the mines that were open, going when I went there.
Yeah.
And there were 7 saloons.
I think they still got 2 or 3.
I don't think they've got any now.
Yeah,
They may have
Lucille's
some
is
bars.
still there.
They have some bars,
Yeah.
but no saloons.
Oh.
And but it was the grandest place to live. Oh, we loved it there. Everybody was so sociable. I don't know. And everybody was from the valley that lived there, all around the valleys.
Have you been out there lately?
I haven't been out there since, it's been about 5 years ago, 4 or 5. They had that, maybe you heard about the Fitches.
Oh,
That
the
lived-
birds?
That lived on the east part of town, of Eureka.
Uh-huh.
They owned the big
Oh.
mines out there. And
The big
They-
sinkhole?
I don't know what it was. There was one family that lived there, of the Fitches, and they seen ghosts.
Oh, really?
Out there, and of course, we went out there.
Were
but
they
we
by
could-
the cemetery?
We went out there, but we couldn't see it. We didn't see the people, nor we seen the homes. That's the first I'd ever been. They called it Fitchville. They had beautiful homes up there.
Mm-hmm.
They must have had about 6 beautiful homes, because they were rich.
Oh.
They didn't mingle with the people in Eureka.
Oh.
See, they were the, New Yorkers.
Uh-huh.
And anyway, Rig, that's my son-in-law, we drove right up there. That's the first I'd ever been up there.
Oh.
Nobody ever went up there. They weren't allowed up there.
Yeah.
And We went up there, but we didn't see anything, but this
Didn't see any
one,
ghosts.
one family said that they seen, this lady, she seen ghosts, and she lived with them.
Wonderful.
Lived with a woman, and I tell you, it was in the paper, the whole thing was in the paper,
Huh.
and I cut it out and sent it to Bernice. Maybe she's got it.
That would be fun to read.
Yeah, it is. I sent it to her. She's got it. Because she knew, more about Eureka than, she was raised there and went to school, graduated there. Her and
Now they
Helen.
got a new school out there.
They got a new school, and a new church.
Yeah.
And,
They've got that big sinkhole too now.
but I've been wanting the
Right
kids
there
to
by the
take
road.
me out there, but they don't seem to want to go
Mine
out
shall.
there. Rick took me out, Rick and Carol took me out that day. That's when we
Maybe you
was
should take
curious
that for
about this ghost business, but we didn't see nothing.
I'll take you out if you'd like to go out. I'd like to go out and see Audrey again. Before I move.
Well, whenever you go, I'll go with you.
Would you? Okay.
But I'm gonna go to California though, so.
Well, I'll leave before you do to California. If I go,
I
it'll have
thought
to be
you
in the
was
next
gone.
week or so.
I thought you were gone.
Not yet. We went down in July to check out some things, and then
Oh.
we had to come back and we gotta get our stuff all packed.
Oh, you have to. Are you really going?
We're really going.
Do you
John
live
says-
here? No.
No, I live down by
They all
San
live in
Diego.
California. They're just up
And
visiting.
where does she live?
She lives by San Bernardino.
Oh my heavens, you're all California, aren't
Yeah.
you?
So we'll all be down there. And maybe we could take a trip out to Eureka together, maybe next week or something. See Audrey.
It'd be nice.
Do
I haven't seen,
sightseeing.
the last time I seen Audrey, I think was to Vera's funeral. Audrey and
Oh, that's
Beatrice.
been a while.
Call
I
her
haven't even
first,
seen
just
Beatrice.
'cause she works.
I always call Beatrice up on her birthday, but I forgot her birthday this time. She was the 3rd of August,
Yeah,
and I forgot it.
yeah, just a few weeks ago.
She never comes, I don't know why.
Well,
So
she,
Audrey?
Beatrice doesn't drive.
Oh, Beatrice.
Beatrice don't go much.
Well,
doesn't
she doesn't drive, and
You know,
Harold's
she-
been sick.
Oh, she's just like her dad.
Yeah.
That's what she's like. I can remember Hetty, how she used to get after Jake because he would never go.
Oh, really?
He would never go visit.
He
And
was
she-
always a
She
homebody.
used to, and I think Beatrice is a lot like him. She don't.
Well, she can't drive, so she doesn't.
She's like me. I
She
can't
got-
drive
she
either. I
has
can't
to
go
wait.
see her.
Yeah.
She can't come and see me. And Harold, he's been sick.
Harold was in the hospital
I
last
know.
year, so.
I called her and asked her. That was a year ago.
Yeah, right.
But I didn't get to talk to her. I forgot her birthday till after it was over with. I'll call her
I
one of
didn't know
these
it was
days.
her
And Ken, he's got his own life, so he just doesn't always make it over there to take her places, so.
birthday. He does a lot though. He goes
Yeah,
out
he
there a
could, he
lot.
sees, he goes over there a lot. But
Good
yeah,
to him.
she likes to stay at home, I think.
Uh-huh.
Well, we better get going. Marlene has an appointment.
Oh,